Hello all, I'm Cross Central and I'm back with another video after 3 whole months. Except this one is about one of the more recent manga I've read while on my Blu-ray, Chainsaw Man, which quickly became one of my favorite manga of all time. I initially wanted to read it because I saw a redhead and started with tickled bitties and then passed. Hey, I like redheads. Let me read this. Then I proceeded to finish the manga in 3 days, with horniness and hormones, and then I left with a deeper depression than I already had, which said a lot. One of the characters in Chainsaw Man that stood out to me the most and stuck with me the most was our main character Denji, who very quickly became one of my favorite protagonists of all time. I initially thought that he was going to be a very shallow, boring character, but I found him to be more deep than that and different compared to other shonen protagonists. Anyways, I'm gonna try and keep this as spoiler-free as I can, but there might still be some spoilers. Timestamps will be in the description for those who haven't read Chainsaw Man. Let us start with me going over Denji's backstory. Spoiler-free. Then I'll go to his character, and then we finish off with why I like him. Right, let's get started. In the very first chapter of Chainsaw Man, you see Denji as a lonely teen with his pet, fighting off devils for the Yakuza to pay off his dead father's debt. He even resorts to selling off parts of his body, such as his eyes and private parts. He, at this point, is uneducated, living in absolute poverty, and is only able to eat a single slice of bread shared between himself and his pet chainsaw devil, Vegeta. He can't even put jam on it, and they can only eat once every 3 days. One day, Denji and Vegeta were asked to go somewhere by their Yakuza boss to kill a certain devil, but they ended up getting betrayed and killed by them since the Yakuza were now under the control of the zombie devil. However, Vegeta managed to hang on for just a little bit longer and gave up his life to Denji to merge with him and bring him back to life so he could live out his dreams. After Denji is brought back to life, he transforms into the Chainsaw Man and goes on a murder spree, killing all of the Yakuza and the zombie. He is then found by Makima, the take-bitty redhead I mentioned earlier, and taken in by the Public Safety Commission. And the events after Chapter 2 then take place. There's a bit more to the story, but spoilers, and I'm trying to avoid those as much as I can. Denji as a person can be simplified best as this. You're slightly more feral, average teen at the start of the series. Denji just has a very basic goal at the start of the series, to be able to put butter on his slices of bread, feed Vegeta more appropriate meals, and get hugged by a girl that he actually manages to achieve in the last half of the first chapter. He then goes on to desire to grab some biddies, a goal that most of you watching will never achieve, and after he does achieve it, he's left in, for lack of a better term, a feeling of emptiness and disappointment, making him question his new life with the Public Safety Commission, and he's truly happy with it and living with bare living standards that we cherish every day. Spoilers start now, so go to the timestamp on the screen, please. So, after his original team in Public Safety Division 4 dies in the early stages of the tournament, Denji sees around him that people like Aki are upset and crying over their deaths while he feels next to nothing over it, which leads him to begin to question if he has a human heart anymore since Vegeta revived him. Later going to slightly question the love and trust of those around him, more notably the girls in his life, but still questioning those around him overall. Spoilers over now, at least for this part of the video. Through some of these experiences, we see Denji change, become a bit more intelligent and wise to the world around him, changing a bit, but not to the point where the Denji we've known and loved since the start of the series is gone. It's just matured. The best way to put current Denji, at least the one before Part 2 CSM, is your average teen. He's horny, he's hungry, reckless, confused, and slightly angry. He's probably the best representation of a teenager, at least in my eyes, for the modern day, or at least for the 90s when CSM takes place. Now, onto why I love Denji as a protagonist so much. The main reason why Denji is my favorite is because I know Denji. You know a Denji. I was a Denji. Denji is just that one character you can look at character-wise and just vibe with, to the point where you don't feel like you know someone like Denji. You just know people that are Denji. You feel so familiar that it's oddly comforting to see him appear on panel in the story. We see Denji suffer, we see him enjoy life, we see him angry, we see him happy, we see him hate, and we see him fall in love. He genuinely just feels like someone you actually encountered in your life, in middle school, high school, college, whatever. He doesn't have any grand goals of becoming Hokage, Pirate King, or the strongest. He just wants to live his life the way he wants to, and that's the most human thing about Denji. Denji just wants to live his life the way he wants to, like I'm sure we all do deep down. I personally want to live my life in such a way that I can make others happy as best as I can. I bet you, the viewer watching this right now, want to live your life in such a way that you can make yourself as happy as you can, or your family as safe as you can. I see it as one of the most human desires a person could have, just wanting to live life the way they want to. You see this primarily come to light when Rez, the girl that Denji meets, asks him a very interesting question. Would you be the town mouse or the country mouse? This is Aesop's fable of the country mouse versus the town mouse. The country mouse gets to live in safety, but doesn't get to eat delicious food like they have in the city. The town mouse gets to eat delicious food, but runs a higher risk of being killed by humans or cats. The actual point of the fable is that the country mouse is the correct choice, because you can live satisfied with that life with no risk of losing your life. And if you asked me around a year ago, I probably would agree with you, but CSM flipped it all on its head and changed my mind completely on this. Chainsaw Man changes this by how they show that the town mouse might be the more correct answer of the two. They demonstrate this through Denji and his actions throughout the story. Denji plays the role of a town mouse in CSM and plays it well. He lives his life with risks and manages to get his small rewards. He takes the bad and the good and keeps on fighting and living to see another day. This whole sort of ideology of Denji leads him to clash with the overarching antagonist of the series, who represents the country mouse in ideology, with Denji coming up as the winner of this clash. Denji is my favorite protagonist. To me, what he represents is the thrill of life. He takes a shot at a new life, knowing the dangers will come with it, but still keeps going because so he wants to live his life. Denji is the town mouse, living his life for delicious food, knowing the dangers that lurk and all the bad that's there, but lives and accepts it because, well, taking in all the bad stuff and acknowledging it makes the good stuff the good stuff. Denji is just goated. Denji is one of my favorite shonen protagonists of all time. He manages to be simultaneously simple, which makes him feel almost as if you know him on a personal level, as if you've met him before in high school geometry class or something. While at the same time, Denji has some deeper levels to him, shown through the town mouse versus the country mouse ideological clash. Denji is just a character that just vibes with the readers to a degree on a level somewhat similar to that close friend. Denji is simply just goated. Thank you all for coming back to the channel and watching this video. I'm sorry for not uploading that much for the past few months. I thought I could, but I really didn't have the time to really dedicate myself to it, but I promise I'll try to keep up the summer and the rest of the year as much as I can. I might even see a stream on occasion when I get the time to. There are a few things planned for the channel this summer, so I hope you'll stick around. We're even making a whole new Discord server. The channel has a whole where you can talk to me and stuff. Anyways, so for now, like and sub if you enjoyed this Denji's CSM vid, and comment down below. Who's your favorite character? Mine is a type between Denji and Rez. Follow my Twitter for shitposts and you know the rest, so catch you later. Frost, out. Peace.